For the past 3 weeks now, we've been looking into the 5 words mentioned in the New Testament describing how the enemy unleashes his assaults against the Christians. So far, we have covered 3 of these 5 words. In today's episode, we will take on the 4th word, which is the word oppression. We will look into the meaning of this word and the different stages by which the enemy uses this attack against us. And that is coming up next. Hi everyone, my name is Nashy Uhuru. Welcome to the Uhuru Reports. The question in this episode is, what is oppression and how do we recognize it? Oppression is Satan's number 1 tool of choice to bind up and dominate our lives. We must be on guard and learn to understand and identify these subjects. Once we do, we can learn to stay on the offensive and walk free. What is exactly oppression? First, we need to understand that oppression is not depression. In fact, oppression and depression are not synonymous. Depression is classified as a mood disorder. It can be described as a feeling of sadness, loss, or anger that interfere with a person's everyday activities. It can be caused by disappointments, fatigue, diet, a relentless schedule, or chemical imbalance. Most of the times, depression can be eliminated by taking a day off, eating differently, or even by medications. Typically, the source of depression can range from biological to circumstantial. Dictionary.com defines oppression as the exercise of authority or power in a burdensome, cruel, or unjust manner. It is an act of subjecting to cruelty or unjust impositions or restraints. It is the feeling of being heavily burdened, mentally or physically, by troubles, adverse condition, anxiety, etc. The word oppression is the Greek word katadinasteo. This word carries the idea of domination, or more precisely, a dominating tyrant. It denotes the oppressive power of a wicked tyrant, a dictator, someone who is oppressive or tyrannical. When oppression is at work, there is a tormenting external force that is pressing against the individual physically, emotionally, or spiritually, trying to subdue, conquer, or overcome that person. When we understand these tactics of the enemy, then it will be easier to identify his vicious attacks. Now, what are the levels of oppressions? The first level of Satan's oppressive attack is a personal attack against the mind and the emotions. Remember, the devil as a diabolos comes striking and striking and striking the mind, saying things such as, you are a failure, you are stupid, you are a freak, that something is wrong with you, that you are never gonna be whatever. Satan strikes our minds ruthlessly and continuously, independent of our age. In fact, from a very young age, we can be targeted. His intention is to penetrate our minds in order to gain access and control over our thoughts, emotions, and belief, and ultimately destroy us and God's purpose for our lives. In the second level of Satan's oppression, he sends reinforcement to fortify his mental and emotional attacks on us. In other words, the devil will use people to corroborate the lies he's been speaking to you. Unfortunately, there are many who he can manipulate into helping him, knowingly or unknowingly, such as the child's parents, the teacher, the coach, a friend, a boss, a supervisor, your spouse, a pastor, the media, a very successful and powerful tool for him. He brings in reinforcement through people to support what you are already hearing from him. In level 3 of his oppression, the devil uses negative life experiences and disappointments to fortify his deceptive lies. These experiences of our lives from birth to the present can convince us that what we are believing and hearing is the truth. This is the reason why the Bible encourages us to support and speak God's truth one to another. In level 4, he uses influential voices to bolster the intensity of his attack. If an influential voice speaks to you, repeating the exact same lies the devil had been speaking to you, it can become an overbearing, intensifying proof that what you now believe is true. In the 5th level of Satan's oppression, negative faith is released into the lies already working in your mind and emotions. The devil's purpose here is to inundate your mind with these lies until you hear it so many times, then the lies begin to become truth to you. This is because what we believe about ourselves, our faith will empower it to become a reality, whether positive or negative. In level 6, when these lies leave the mental realm and enters the physical, whatever you have been believing then becomes your reality. If you believe the lie that you are stupid, then you become stupid. If you believe you are a failure, you become a failure. If you believe you are a freak, guess what? You become a freak. When you believe and accept these lies and your faith released into them, it leaves the mental and the emotional realm into real physical manifestation. Level 7 is the ultimate goal of the enemy, to take you hostage so he can dominate you for the rest of your life. But this does not have to happen to you nor to I. If you are oppressed, know that the devil is literally ruling over you like a tyrant. He has found a foothold into your mind, emotion, and imagination and has built a stronghold there. And like a wicked tyrant, from that stronghold, he tries to dominate and control your life. But there is freedom through Christ. You have access to spiritual weapons, and the Holy Spirit has given us a strategy, a well-planned route of attack for a debilitating assault to pulling down these attacks. That is it for today, my friends. Make sure you like this video, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not. God bless you.